Hi guys, welcome to Classic Sitcoms Facts and Trivia. I appreciate you being here. Before we get started, I ask you to please subscribe. We're like 300 away from 1,000, and I'd like to get those in and possibly have another contest when we hit 1,000 on this one. The contest is started back up on the one I'm running now, so stick around to the end of this video for today's question, or one of today's questions. You got to get the other two questions from the other two videos. Today's today's subject, 12 facts about Little House on the Prairie. Take a look. Okay, number one, Michael Landon directed the most episodes. He was a veteran of Bonanza, and he initially approached to direct a pilot film of Little House. The actor who had helmed episodes for his prior series agreed to do it on the condition that he portray Charles Ingalls. Landon went on to direct 90 of the 204 episodes. The show recycled music and plots from Bonanza. Landon wasn't the only thing borrowed from the hit Western. The ending theme music to Little House and other work by theme song composer David Rose was originally heard as a piece of incidental music in the latter season of Bonanza. Old scripts were dusted off too. Bonanza installments like A Matter of Circumstance and A Dream to Dream were rewritten to become A Matter of Faith and Someone Please Love Me on Little House on the Prairie. It was incredibly popular in Spain. La Casa de la Pradera earned several TP de Oro awards, the equivalent of the Emmys in Spain at the time. Melissa Gilbert and Karen Grassel both snatched up trophies, while the show won for the Best Foreign Series. Alison Arngrim auditioned to play both Laura and Mary. Few characters from the series or the 1970s TV in general connected with fans quite like Nellie Oleson. With her blonde ringlets, Alison Ingram perfectly portrayed the young woman who you'd love to hate. She almost was an Ingalls, though. She tried out for the roles and eventually filled by the two Melissas. Now, the fear on Ingram's face was real. Ingram suffered for her art. In Bunny, Nellie was thrown from a horse and confined to a wheelchair. Also, everybody thought. In an unforgettable scene, Laura, who discovered Nellie was feigning her injury, shoved her down a slope on the chair. Ironically, she had recently broke a bone herself while skateboarding. To film the close-up shots of her screaming, the crew rigged up a chair with safety ropes. Just as the camera rolled, someone yelled, "Oh no, the rope broke." The resulting screams were not acting. Nellie Oleson's curls were a wig. Perhaps as a youth, you envied her when you watched the show. She had that perfect 1870s meet 1970s hair. Turns out it was a wig. Not only that, but the thing was so tight it made Ingram's scalp bleed. The heat on the set was excruciating. The series was filmed in Simi Valley, California, not rural Minnesota. On many shooting days, the thermometer nearly popped as the temperature hit highs around 110. In the summer, I would be wearing a wig and 5 layers of petticoat, Ingram later recalled in an interview. 8 Oscar-winning actors appeared on the show. The show didn't hold back while filling its small roles. Ernest Borgnine, Burl Ives, Red Buttons, Eileen Heckert, Patricia Neal, Louis Gossett Jr., Ralph Bellamy, and Sean Penn all popped up. It survived 2 industry strikes. In 1980, Hollywood suffered an actors' strike. A year later, the writers walked. Little House on the Prairie was the only primetime non-reality series to stay in production throughout. How? Landon, acting as a representative of NBC, negotiated separate contracts with both the SAG and the WGA that allowed the show to keep rolling. And there were chaperones for one memorable kiss. Melissa Gilbert was 8 years younger than her on-screen love, played by Dean Butler. Laura's first kiss was also the first kiss for the actress. The scene got rather uncomfortable when the cameras rolled, and chaperones were mandated to keep things clean and innocent. Meanwhile, Gilbert's mom, Barbara, was standing on the set crying out, "My baby." Her explanations interrupted the filming. One infamous horror episode rode the slasher flick craze of the 1980s. Sylvia, which is amazing, reasonably went down as one of the most bizarre, misguided, and derided episodes of the series. A sexual assaulter in Harlequin mask preyed on a local girl with an angry old father. The whole thing was shot like a Halloween sequel and undoubtedly led to some nightmares, and this was a very good two-parter. They blew up the town at the end, considering Sylvia an explosive farewell. One would be excused for thinking that later seasons of Little House were produced by Cannon Films. There's a reason why Walnut Grove was blasted to smithereens. When the series began, producer Kent McRae made an agreement with the property owners to restore the land to its original condition after filming, minus scorched marks. Trying to figure out how to dismantle the sets, Michael Landis suggested blowing up the village. And that's it. There's a lot more crazier than what I just gave you, and I will get to those, but for now, that's all. Today's question for the contest, today's trivia question, is from the Andy Griffith Show. What was Hal Smith, who played Otis, what was Hal Smith's son called by his classmates? Get that right answer, bring it over here, put it in the comment section below, and be entered. I'm also putting out a second video for the Andy Griffith Show today. Just a little fun one. You go over there and it'll tell you how to enter over there. If you play along and you get every one of them right, I will enter you into the contest as well. So that's all I got for you today. I hope you have a great day. I hope you had a great weekend. God bless. I'll be praying for you.